this is Tanya Rowling. Welcome to Tanya Tina's Maths. In this channel, you can find me teaching CBSE Class 10 Maths NCERT syllabus, and my sister Tina Lofus would be teaching CBSE Class 8 Maths NCERT syllabus. Alright, now let's get into the video. Today we are going to be solving exercise 1.2 6th question. Now let's read the question. So the question is, explain why 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 and 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5 are composite numbers. So this is the question. So in this lesson, first time we had faced this question. So in this we have composite numbers. First of all, do you guys know what are composite numbers? So the composite numbers are 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, etc. So these are composite numbers. So first of all, the composite numbers are the whole numbers which has more than 2 factors. So that is known as composite numbers. For example, we shall take 4. So we get 4 in one table and we get 4 in 2 table because 2 2s are 4, and we get 4 in 4 table. That means we have more than 2 factors. So here we have 1 factor, here we have 1 factor, and here we have 1 factor. So totally we have 3 factors. So the composite numbers are the numbers which has more than 2 factors. So here we have more than 2 factors. So 4 is a composite number. Likewise, if you see for 6, 8, 9, etc., then you can get more than 2 factors. So in the same case, if you try it with the 2 table, we won't get more than 1 factor, more than 2 factors. So 2 is not a composite number. I hope you understood what are composite numbers. Okay, first of all, in this question, we have a number that is 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. Now let's write that number. First I took the numbers as it is, that is 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. So here you guys can notice something, that is 7 into 11 into 13, it is in the multiplication form, but this one plus 13, it is in the addition form. So this is somewhat unique, okay. So like these things and all, it is really important. If we notice these things only, we can solve it. Why? Because even a single addition, single sign, that is whether it is plus or minus, can differ the most, okay. So please check it out, the signs. So here it is 7 into 11 into 13, that is in the multiplication form, but here it is in the addition form. Now let's write these numbers as it is. For solving it, first we should write the numbers as it is, that is 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 is equal to, now what we shall do is, we shall write 13 at first, okay. Why? Because it is in the addition form. So I am writing 13 plus, and we shall put bracket because we are going to be writing the multiplication form inside the bracket because it is different from the addition symbol, okay. So 7 into 11 into 13. So these are in the multiplication form. So here you guys can check it out. I wrote the multiplication form inside the bracket and addition form at the first, okay. That's why I put addition right over here, okay. Now let's solve it. So is equal to, now we shall write 13 plus as it is. So 13 plus, and as you guys know, 11 into 7, 11 into 7, it is 77. So 77 into 13 we shall write as it is, bracket, okay. Now we shall write 13 plus as it is, and we should multiply these numbers. So when we multiply 77 into 13, it is 1001, okay. So we shall write 1001. Don't need of bracket because we solved it, okay. So now it is 13 plus 1001. Now we shall do the addition. So 1001 plus 13. So 1 plus 3, it is 4, and 0 plus 1, it is 1, and 0 we shall write as it is, and 1 we shall write as it is. So what is the answer? So the answer is 1014. So we shall write 1014. So we got the answer. Now what we are going to do is we are going to be taking LCM of this number, that is 1014. Okay, now let's do the LCM. So I'm drawing the line. Okay, now let's write the number inside, that is 1014. Okay, so as you guys can see, the last digit is 4. So if the last digit is 4, then we should use second table. So I shall write 2 here. So here first we should check it out with one number, that is right over here, it is 1. Because we don't have 1 in second table, so we shall take these two numbers. So now when we take these numbers, we get 10. Am I right? 1 and 0 is 10. So 5 2s are, it is 10, which is in the second table. So we shall write 5 2s are, it is 10. So here you guys can see, as we took the next number, first we are supposed to take the one number, right? Because in second table, when we are taking a number, we should take one number first, whatever number is in the first. But unfortunately here it is 1. Okay, so as I told you guys, we are supposed to take the first number, but unfortunately it is 1. So we won't get 1 in second table, so I took the next number, that is 0. So as I took the next number, we are supposed to put 0. So that's why I put 0. And then now we can solve the next number, that is 1 and 4. So here also you guys might ask, here we have 1, we can't take like that. No, first we are supposed to take the first number, and then whatever number it's there, no problem. We can take 2 or 1, that is our wish. So okay. So now here it is 14. 14 means 7 2s are, of course it is 14. So we shall write 7, because 7 2s are, it is 14. Now the number is 507. So here the last digit is 7. So now when we add numbers, so last digit is 7, that means we can't take second table. So what is the next prime number? After 2, the prime number is 3. So we shall add the numbers, that is 7 plus 0 plus 5. So 7 after 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So when we add these numbers, we get 12. So we get 12 in third table. So we can use third table. Okay, I wrote 3 right over here. First of all, we are going to be solving the first number, that is 5. So we don't have 5 in third table, but we have the smallest number, that is 3. So 1 3 is 3. So I am writing 1 here, because 1 3 is 3. So in 5, totally we have 5 numbers, we took 3. So 2 left out. So 2 numbers are left out. So we are going to be writing the balance 2 right over here. So now it is 2 and 0 is 20. So as it is 20, we don't have 20 in third table. So what we are going to do is, we are going to be taking the smallest number compared to 20 in third table. Because 6 3s are, it is 18. Okay, 6 3s are 18, which is smallest number compared to 20 in third table. So we are going to be taking 6 right over here, because 6 3s are, it is 18. So totally we have 2 numbers left out, that is 18 after 19, 20. We have 2 balance, so we shall write the balance 2 right over here. So now it is 2 and 7, it is 27. Of course, we get 27 in third table, that is 9 3s are, it is 27. So we shall write 9. Why? Because 9 3s are, it is 27. So the now number is 169. So we got 169. Here the last number is 9. So now let's add up these numbers. So here when you add up the numbers, you get 16. So when we try it in the third table, we won't get it. And after 3, we have a prime number, that is 7. So in 7 table we don't have 16, so we can't do it in the 7 table as well. Now after 7 the prime number is 11. Of course we can't do it in the 11 table, and then after 11 we have 13 as its prime number. Now let's try it with 13 table. Okay, now let's write 13 here. So here it is 16. So in 13 table, when we compare 16, 13 is the smallest number. So we shall take 113 is 13, and we have 3 balance. So we shall write the 3 right over here. So now it is 3 and 9 is 39. So of course we have 39 in 13 table, that is 13 3s are, it is 39. So we shall write 3 because 13 3s are, it is 39. So we solved it. Okay. So as you guys can see, the answer is 13. So 13 is a prime number. So if it is a prime number, we should do it in the prime number itself. Okay. So we shall take 13 table. And as you guys know, 113 is 13. So we should write 1 right over here because 113 is 13. So finally we got 1, so we shall stop it right over here. Okay, now let's write LCM is equal to 2 into 3 into 13 into 13. Okay. So I wrote this number, that is 2 into 3 into 13 into 13. So we got this as a LCM. So now we are going to be checking out whether this is a composite number or what. Okay. So here you guys can see we have more than 2 factors. That means of course this is a composite number. So here you guys might ask a question, that is 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 13 is a prime number, and of course another 13 is also a prime number. Then how can we take it as a composite number? That's because, so when you take 2, so we get 2 in 1 table and 2 table. We have 2 factors. We don't have more than 2 factors. That means 2 is a prime number. It is not a composite number. Then what about 3? So when we take 3, we get 3 in 1 table and 3 table. Likewise, if you take 13, we get 13 in 1 table and 13 table. Okay. So here when you calculate the tables, here you guys can see for 2 we got 2 factors, and for 3 we got 2 factors, and for 13 we got 2 factors, and for another 13 we got 2 factors. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Totally we got 8 factors. That means it is more than 2 factors. So if it is more than 2 factors, then it is a composite number. So here you guys can see if you get only 1, 2 as a LCM, then this is not a composite number. So we got lots of LCM. So LCM is equal to 2 into 3 into 13 into 13. So we got 4 numbers. So when you take this number and calculate it in the particular table, we get lots of factors. So this is a composite number. Now let's write that. So we wrote it has more than 2 factor. So therefore it is a composite number. So we wrote this. Now we have another one number in a question. So we are going to be calculating that question, and we are going to prove that whether it is a composite number or not. So now the next values are 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. So this is a big number, but in the first of all we solve this one, that is 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. Okay, and after that we should solve this one. So we are going to be solving it. So this is the number. So in this you guys can see that 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. These numbers are in the multiplication form, but plus 5. Here it is in the addition form. So now we shall write these numbers as it is. So I wrote the numbers as it is, that is 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. So here you guys can notice something, that is these numbers are in the multiplication form except this 5. So this 5 is in the addition form. So what we are going to do is, first we are going to write multiplication form inside the bracket and we are going to write plus 5 outside the bracket. Okay, now let's write that. So you shall write these numbers as it is. So 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. Okay, so these numbers I wrote it as it is and is equal to, now we shall write the multiplication form as it is, that is 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So these are inside the bracket because it is in the multiplication form. Okay, so inside the bracket and plus 5 outside the bracket. Okay, so I wrote like this. Now I shall solve it. So as you guys know, 7 6 are, it is 42. So 7 6 are, it is 42 into, when we multiply these numbers, that is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. When we multiply these numbers, we get an answer, that is 206. Okay, so the answer is 206. So these all are inside the bracket, and plus 5 as it is, which is outside the bracket. Now we shall multiply these numbers, that is 42 into 206. So when we multiply these numbers, we get an answer, that is 5040. Okay, 5040, and then plus 5 as it is. Now let's add these up. So when we add 5040 plus 5, we get 0 plus 5, it is 5, and 4 as it is, and 0 as it is, 5 as it is. So now we got the answer, that is 5045. We shall write it. So that is 5045. Okay, now let's do this. Now we are going to be doing its LCM. Okay, now I am doing the LCM. So let me write the 5045 inside. So here you guys can see the last number is 5. So if the last number is 5, we are going to be doing it in the fifth table. So you guys might ask, how do you know if the last number is 5, we should do in the fifth table? So in the previous sums, that is in the second sum or third sum, so in the second question, third question in exercise 1.2, we just solved the sums by using prime factorization method. So in that sums, I told you guys, if the number is 5, what should we do? If the last number is 2, what should we do? Please check it out, that video. Please do watch the video. That is really very, very important. Not only in this chapter, it is really important in the whole chapter and even in the whole life. Okay, because this is the main thing. This is the main thing you should learn. Okay, so now it is 5045. So as the last digit is 5, we used fifth table. Now let's solve it. As you guys know, 1 5 is 5, and we should write the 0 as it is. Okay, we wrote the 0 as it is. So as you guys can see, we have 0 right over here. So we wrote the 0 as it is. And then if we have 0 like this, after that which number we are going to be taking now? For that we are going to be putting 0 down. Okay. So as you guys can see, we have a single digit. So 0 means it doesn't have a particular value or something. So we wrote the 0 as it is, and after 0, whatever number we are going to be taking, before that we should put a 0. This is really important. Okay, we might face like this type of question, like somewhat when you get like these numbers. Okay, so don't need to worry. In some questions only you might get like these things. So in this question we got it like this, so we shall solve it. Okay, so remember, after 0, whatever numbers we have now, before that we should put 0. Now we shall see the number, that is 4 and 5 is 45. So we get 45 in 5th table, that is 9 5s are, it is 45. Now we got a number, that is 1009. So we shall do 1009 in 1009's table. As you guys know, 1009, it's a prime number, so we are using 1009 table. Okay, so 1009. Okay, as you guys know, 1 into 1009 is 1009. So finally we got 1, so we shall stop it right over here. Now let's write LCM is equal to 5 into 1009. So we shall write 5 into 1009, as this is a LCM. Okay, so we got 5 into 1009. So here you guys can see we got more than 2 factors. So how did we get more than 2 factors? That's because you guys might ask a question, that is, here we have 5 and here we have 1009. So in these numbers, both are prime number. So if it is a prime number, how can it be a composite number? So I know that is a question. So the answer for the question is, so we get 5 in 2 tables, that is 1 table and 5 table. So here we have 2 factors. So as you guys can see, here we have 2 factors, then this is not a composite number. So what about 1009? So here you guys can see we get 1009 in 1 table and 1009. So we get 2 factors right over here. So we don't get more than 2 factors. So this is not a composite number, but we have 5 into 1009. So both are the LCM. So here we have 2 factors and here we have 2 factors. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. Totally we have 4 factors. So we are taking this one as 1 factor and this one as 1 factor and this one as 1 factor and this is also one factor. So totally we have 4 factors. That means it is a composite number. That's because if we have more than 2 factors, it is a composite number. So this has more than 2 factors. So this is a composite number. Now let's write that. So we wrote, since it has more than 2 factors, it is a composite number. Okay, so this is the answer. I know this was pretty difficult and it was pretty tricky. That's because we should find the difference between composite number and the prime number. So as you guys know what are composite numbers and what are prime numbers, you guys can solve it easy. I hope you guys had fun watching this video. Please like this video and help your friends by sharing this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any doubt, you can comment me in the comment section. Catch you in the next video. Take care.